What's up, everyone? Welcome to Target Focus Life. Today we have the Perazzi High Tech. So if you're looking for a detailed, in-depth review, you've come to the right place. Let's go! I'm excited to jump into this review with you today. It is a Perazzi High Tech. This is our first ever High Tech review. Now, the High Tech is the receiver of the shotgun, but as you'll find with Perazzi's, there's a lot of High Tech shotguns. And pretty much every Perazzi is custom configured. This current setup we have, the intended use would be Halise pigeon bunker trap style shooting. So we'll break it down starting with the specs of this shotgun, which is actually really easy. Because when we're talking specs, we're talking things like stock dimensions. Well, guess what? It's a Perazzi, custom. You're getting a custom-made stock from Italy. This specific shotgun is a 12-gauge shotgun. The intended use, like I mentioned, pigeon Halise type, a quick-moving shotgun, fast birds. We'll talk a little bit more about it in the ergonomics, but we have no side rib, lighter barrels, fixed chokes, makes this gun move fast with a high 70-30-ish type point of impact setup. The weight of this shotgun, 8.5 pounds, is 8 pounds, 12 ounces. I was off by about 4 ounces. I apologize. Not extremely heavy gun, but like we talked about for this setup, we actually want it a little bit lighter on the front end. Quicker moving shotgun. Trigger on this shotgun, if we're talking about specs, ooh, that's nice. Sub 4 pound trigger. Almost no pre-travel at all. Very crisp. Let's put it on the Lyman. See what we're coming out at. I'm saying 3.5 pounds range. And 3 pounds, 3.1 ounces. 3 pounds, let's call it 5 ounces. So we're real close to 3.5 pounds. That was the first trigger, which would be bottom barrel. There is no barrel selector on this configuration. 4 pounds, 1 ounce. So a little bit heavier. That is pretty typical. Let's do that one more time, just to make sure we're pretty accurate. Bottom barrel. Make sure, oh my goodness. That broke at 2 pounds, 15.8 ounces. So we're right at 3 pounds. That's crazy. Upper barrel. We were close, right around 4 pounds last time. 4 pounds, right there. So a little bit of weight difference between the two barrels. That's pretty standard, but either way, very nice feeling trigger. What you would expect out of a shotgun of this price point. We are talking, in this current configuration, $17,000 to $18,000. This is a Boss style locking system. Box lock, obviously, with a drop out trigger, which is actually really easy to drop out. As we move into ergonomics, we will look at that. Ergonomics, it's a challenging thing with a gun like Perazzi, right? Because it's such a custom thing to the individual. So this shotgun was not custom made for me. But I can tell you that the palm swell and the reach feels amazing to me. But as I mount it up, this gun is significantly higher than I need it to be. It's pretty interesting, though, when you look at the Monte Carlo of a Perazzi, how they have this extra piece of wood. In addition to the adjustable comb, there's this other piece of wood. That's, I believe, a little bit unique to Perazzi. But if I was obviously getting this gun, I would get a little bit shorter. Length of pull on this gun feels pretty decent to me. But again, we're not going to get hung up on the details of the specs, because if you get a Perazzi, you're getting it made for you. Your hand size, your length of pull, your drop dimensions, what works best for you. We got the beaver tail forend. Again, you could really get the forend whatever style you want it, but the checkering is beautiful. Beautiful. Imagine this is hand done checkering. We got our fact checker on set when it comes to Perazzi shotgun, Stephen Berger of Berg's Outdoors, who has so nicely let us use this shotgun in this review just to check out the Perazzi High Tech. Man, I'm excited about it. Feels great in the hands. Balance-wise, you can tell it's a little lighter up front. Yes, which that's exactly the way this gun was set up to be a little bit lighter up front, fast moving barrels. When it comes to barrel length, you get whatever you want, right? You can get pretty much any length of barrel that you're looking for. You can choose whether you have a vented side rib, the full side ribs, no side ribs. This one has no side ribs, making it a little bit lighter. 7mm rib up top, I think, to shave a little bit of weight there. This has the Alto rib on it, so it ramps up from the back of the receiver, ramps up and then flattens out. Mid bead, front bead, a little bit narrower on this rib. Part of the idea behind that is just to increase your visibility around the gun. Whether you're shooting pigeon or Halise, you got targets or bunker trap targets kind of coming up from low up to high, and to be able to pick them up quickly. Like I mentioned, no barrel selector, simple top tang safety that is very easy to manipulate. The High Techs have the dropout trigger unless it's indicated with an S. If it's a High Tech S, it is not a dropout, but I've never taken one out, and I'm just gonna see how easy this is to take out. Pretty easy, I would say. Really cool that you can just drop the trigger out if you have any maintenance, want to do any cleaning on it. Very easy to access. This does have the coil springs on it versus leaf springs. And I believe with Perazzi, you got the option. So let's put this trigger group back in. I've never taken one out, which obviously means I've never put one back in. A little bit of finesse to that just to get the feel for it, but pretty dang simple. Looking at the wood, we got very nice Turkish walnut wood. There's all sorts of different grades you can get with Perazzi, and they have their own grading system. It's kind of complicated to understand, to be honest with you. I believe this would be like an SC2. I think it's really nice. They can go a lot higher grade than this as well. You have that nickel finish on the receiver. Blued barrels. It looks very clean, very elegant. I would like to see a little engraving. Of course, you can do that. You can add as much engraving to these bad boys as you want. One thing you notice with Perazzi's, this one's a little bit different than some of the other ones I've felt, but just a real centered balance. It was made to be a little quicker on the move, and we got to put that to the test. Let's look at recoil, reliability, and just the movement of this gun. We'll shoot some targets. We're out here at Covey Rise in Louisiana. We got a basic, just a few basic machines set up. One's kind of a trap style, which would be the closest to what this gun was intended for, targets that are moving from a lower standpoint, moving up rapidly, that you need to acquire quickly. So I'm going to try to shoot this B target. Pull it once. Pull. I'm going to try to shoot this target fast. Pull. Pull. Pretty dang fast. Of course, I know where that bird's going. It's going the same place every time. That makes it a little bit easier. Halise type shooting, you're not going to know where that bird's coming from and where the line of travel is. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to pull any machine. I'm just going to try to move to it and shoot it quick. Now this is harder than a Halise because we got more spread out, more target presentations, but let's try it. Pull. Ooh, that moved nice. You can move that gun quickly. Let me tell you what. Now, it doesn't fit me great. My head's a little high. I'm trying to figure out the point of impact, but woo, is that nice. Recoil-wise, these are ounce. What are we shooting? Ounce and an eighth? Ounce and an eighth, so a little bit heavier load than you might be shooting at Halise. Recoil feels pretty decent. You gotta have a grip on this gun. I've been shooting sub gauges all morning, so it's a little bit jump back to that 12 gauge. Let me just look at recoil one more time on the B target. Pull. Pull. Yeah, just get a little bit better grip on this gun and it feels great. It moves great. Reliability wise, that's hard to speak to, right? What are we going to talk about when it comes to an over-under shotgun? Obviously, it's going to eject the shells. We're not worried about the ejectors, but Perazzi, being a high-end shotgun, is known for their quality, known to last an incredibly long time. Well-built shotguns. We'll break it apart and take a peek at that right now. Yep, that barrel's hot, in case you're wondering, believe it or not. She's hot. We'll let that sit right there for a minute. But you'll see that the shoulders on the monoblock ride on these pieces on the inside of the receiver. Gives it a lot of surface contact area. I think that's going to lead to longevity, just the wear on the shotgun, but it also helps transfer that energy, I think, in a better way for perceived or felt recoil. It has the Boss style locking bolts, the 2 bolts, a bolt on each side, that come and lock the barrel and the monoblock into place. Solid built, but a great reputation. If you have experience with the Perazzi, if you've owned a Perazzi, put your experience down below in the comments, because when you share, we all learn. The barrel's cooled down just a little bit, goes together extremely simple and so smooth, just like when you put that together. And now they finish these, they hand finish these, correct? Like the receivers are machined, but then hand finished to have that just perfect fit and feel. So quality build, I mean, you're looking at top of the line. Best shotguns you can get out there, amongst the best shotguns you can get out there for quality of build. This is a gun you're typically going to start pre-mounted with, or, you know, close to a full mount. So I need my partner over here, Steven Berger, Berg's Outdoors. All you gotta do is toss some clays. Let's see if I can shoot me fast. As soon as the timer goes off, throw it.
Okay, all right.
All right, it'll be 4 seconds from when I press it. I like that. Was faster. That was those clays were pretty much touching.
Yeah.
0.97. A 2-1 split. So this is your demo gun. Have you ever shot it?
I've not.
I was the first.
You were the first.
Few thoughts on this gun, or Perazzi in general?
Oh man, they're one of the best, one of the pinnacle for sure. End-point gun, a lifetime gun, if you will. They've been known as being one of the best for a very, very long time, and have the medals to back it up and the shooters to back it up.
Yeah, well, this has been a great experience. I appreciate you letting me get hands-on with my first ever Perazzi High Tech.
Absolutely.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I've learned a lot about Perazzi. We made a video together kind of highlighting the lineup of Perazzi and some of the different options that you can get into. And after handling, shooting, you see what makes them different. So I would highly encourage you not to just watch this video, but find a opportunity to get hands-on and try a Perazzi. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know if there's other Perazzis you'd like to see us review. Remember, whether you're in the field or in life, you're only gonna hit those shots you're laser focused on. So live.
Target focus.
See ya.